A coworker would kick my lunch seat across the room every day at lunch and I got him back. Every day at lunch, me and about 6 other guys would eat in our foreman's little hut on the construction site. It was basically a metal shed with a space heater, but it beat sitting outside in the cold. We all had our spots. Tommy sat on this old office chair with one wheel missing. Our foreman Mike had the only real chair with a back on it, and my seat was this blue 5-gallon bucket with a lid on it. It wasn't fancy, but it worked fine. Until this one guy named Derek decided to make it his personal mission to mess with me every single day. Right as I'd walk in with my lunch and get ready to sit down, Derek would kick my bucket across the room as hard as he could. It would go flying and slam into the wall and everyone would laugh. The first time it happened, I'll admit it was pretty funny. I laughed too. Even the second and third time were okay, but this went on for like 3 weeks straight. Every single day. I'd walk in, bucket goes flying, everyone laughs, I have to go get it. I tried beating him to it by sitting down faster. Didn't work. He'd just wait until I stood up to grab something. I tried moving the bucket to different spots. He'd find it. I even tried bringing in a different bucket one day, but Derek just kicked that one too. The worst part was everyone in the hut thought it was hilarious. Our foreman would be trying not to laugh. Tommy would be recording it on his phone. Even the older guys who usually didn't care about anything were cracking up. It got to the point where I dreaded lunch because I knew what was coming. I'd see Derek grinning at me as I walked in, just waiting for his moment to strike. So one night after work, I went out to my truck and grabbed my Sawzall. Took me about 10 minutes in my garage to cut the entire bottom out of that bucket, just a perfect circle removed from the base. Then I filled the bucket with every nut, bolt, washer, and screw I could find in my toolbox. We're talking like 15 pounds of metal hardware. I put the lid back on nice and tight and brought it to work the next day. At lunch, I walked into the hut acting completely normal, set my lunch bag down, positioned the bucket in my usual spot. Derek's eyes lit up like it was Christmas morning. I could tell he was getting ready to launch my seat into next week. The second I moved toward the bucket, he wound up and kicked it with everything he had. The bucket didn't move, not even an inch. Derek's face went from confident to confused in about half a second. Then he got mad, like actually mad that his daily prank didn't work. Without thinking, he bent down and grabbed the bucket with both hands and threw it across the room as hard as he could. The second that bucket left his hands, the bottom fell out. 15 pounds of nuts, bolts, washers, and screws went everywhere. They hit the floor so loud it sounded like someone dropped a toolbox off a roof. Metal hardware was bouncing and rolling all over the floor under the heater into everyone's lunch bags. The noise was insane. Every single person in that hut lost it. Tommy was laughing so hard he fell off his broken chair. Our foreman was wiping tears from his eyes. Even the quiet guys who never talked were cracking up. Derek just stood there with his mouth open, staring at this massive pile of hardware all over the floor. Then I calmly walked over to my truck, pulled out the camping chair I'd hidden in the back, set it up, and sat down. I looked right at Derek and said, "Damn man, looks like you got a mess to clean up." He spent the next 20 minutes on his hands and knees picking up nuts and bolts while we all ate our lunch. Best part, he never kicked my seat again.